If you did whatever it took to get drunk, you can do whatever it takes to get sober. Now, I don't know about you, but for my addiction to alcohol, I did plenty in order to get liquor. I would miss work, be late to appointments, lose jobs, lose money, spend money I didn't have, just to be around people I didn't like. Okay, be around people that didn't like me, just to get a sip, right? I could wait. If I knew liquor was coming, there'd be times where I had to go to a meeting or go, to work, but I hadn't drank. There was going to be, I went and stopped by to see a friend's house to see him real quick, hoping he'd have some liquor. He'd say, oh, no, I don't have any, but, the homie's coming through in a few minutes. Knowing I was going to be late, I would sit my butt on that couch and I would wait until the liquor showed up, right? Spending my last, I could be very, like I said, I could be very patient. I could be very frugal. I could save money in order to make sure I had enough liquor to last the night or to go to the club or whatnot. I could do whatever it took, lying, right, about not being drunk, lying about what I had to go do. I remember there was a time where I think our washer and dryer was broke, and I'd be lying about having to go wash clothes just so I had a reason to leave the house and go get drunk. I did a whole lot in order to get drunk. And you have to remember the same energy, the same amount of thought you could put, an effort you used to put into serving your addiction is the same amount of effort you should be prepared to put into fighting for your sobriety. If you just think of it that way, and you think about the fact that you would do anything to serve your addiction, right? I mean, even if you think about drugs, man, drugs are expensive. But you see, homeless people on the street doing whatever they got to do to get it. And they figure out a way to make it happen. Serving a $100, $200 a day habit. And there are grown folks that don't make that much in a day. You know what I'm saying? So if you can do that, you can use that same energy to fight for something that's good for you, to fight for your sobriety, to fight to kick that addiction. Do the research necessary, right? Lie to your friends and tell them why you can't go out with them. If you don't feel like telling them the truth, lie. I'll tell people in a minute, if you got to lie, cheat, and steal to fight for your sobriety, so be it. Okay? So be it. Okay? I found out, there are 3 different medicines, and it's funny too because they're prescription medicines, the medications. One is antabuse that you can take that'll help deter you from drinking. And it's interesting how you don't see any commercials for these. Now, mind you, alcohol is literally the leading cause of preventable death in America. The leading, number one. And you see medicines for all kind of foreign and crazy, very rare diseases, but you don't see them pushing the medicines that could help cure this problem of alcoholism and help those, right? And if you have to take medication in order to kick your drinking habit, do it and have no shame about it, right? Fight for your sobriety. I always say you have to fight for it. It is a fight because you're living in a world that doesn't want you to be sober. You're out of your mind if you think that this world actually wants you to be sober. Doesn't. You can look at commercials, you can look at television, you can listen to music, and that'll let you know what they want you to do, right? Because when you're drinking, like I said before in another commentary, it's easier to be taken advantage of. It's easier to get your money, right? When you're drunk, high, you're overeating, you become a big consumer. And so you have to fight for your sobriety, just like you used to fight for your addiction. And if you approach it in that manner, you'll do whatever you got to do to stick with it. And if you fall off, if you relapse, you'll get back. Just like if you had to spend a day sober when you wanted to get drunk. Say there was one day you were locked up all day. You were in the drunk tank for 8 hours, right? Had no access to any alcohol. Did that mean when you got out you were going to stop drinking? Nope. You know what happened. Soon as you got picked up, first place you went, straight to the store, right? So these are the things that you got to think about. The same amount of energy that you used to use to get drunk is the same amount of energy, if not more, you need to give towards your sobriety. Don't give up. Keep trying over and over again. Remember, you have the superpower of renewal, which means you can try over again. You can fall off now and you can try again tomorrow. And you can do that every day, all day, for the rest of your life until you get it right, until you get it consistent, until you have a streak that lasts for the rest of your lifetime. All right. So I hope that pours into you. I hope it gives you something to think about, especially when you're struggling, that the same amount of, energy you put into serving your addiction is the same amount of energy you can put towards fighting for your sobriety. All right. Hope that pours into you. Definitely like, comment, and share. Any other thoughts about what, a good perspective or way of looking at your fight towards sobriety, you can leave it in the comments. Again, like I said, I hope it pours into you. And until next time, peace.